I'm Chad Huebener.
And I'm Sara Huebener with Edina Realty, and today we are going to be talking about an early spring market update. We're already starting to get a lot of calls about the market prepping for spring, and depending on what different price range you're in, you might find this information valuable. Today we're going to focus specifically on Prior Lake Savage as one component and Shakopee as another component, and just talk about the three different levels of price points and how things are shaking out with the inventory in those price ranges. For starters, we have our first-time market, our first-time buyer market, and that is typically up to $250,000. When we look at the existing inventory in both Prior Lake Savage or as Shakopee as a whole, what's really interesting about this particular market is, first of all, there's no new construction, and secondly, the active listings for the existing market are identical to the pending listings in the existing market for both sets of communities. So what that tells us is that while that first-time buyer might not be able to build a brand new home, the inventory that does come on the market moves quickly, and it is turning and it is moving at a nice clip. Now, a move-up buyer would be somewhere between the $250,000 to $400,000 range. This is a little different because there is some new construction inventory in both Prior Lake Savage and in the Shakopee community. However, the existing inventory tends to pend or sell faster in this price range, and that tends to be true often because the move-up buyer is looking for a little value, and you can often find better value in the existing market with a lot of those things being done for you, like gutters, decks, patios, and window treatments, things that are not done in a new construction home. Once we get over 400,000 in these markets, then we're in an entirely different ballgame. There is a lot more pending inventory, and there is an extensive amount of existing active inventory just because there tends to be fewer buyers the higher in price you go. So basically the takeaway from all this is first-time buyers are going to be sticking predominantly to the existing inventory this year, and there's going to be a lot of new construction inventory and existing inventory if you're going above 400, considering that in general we are still in a low inventory market for 2018.
And another thing to look at too is with the inventory levels at the lowest point ever in some of these price ranges. I think 2018 you're really going to make sure you're making a smart buying decision. What I mean by that is really look at the pricing as the inventory starts coming on the market here this spring and summer. Pricing may be a little more inflated than it typically is, and you just want to make sure you're making that solid decision. Interest rates are still low and very competitive, and you just want to make sure that whatever you do, you have an experienced agent working on your side to let you know how things are trending. Some forecasts are for 2019, 2020, that the market's going to be changing a bit. So we want to be there for you as an advisor and to help you out in the future and make a good decision for you. Now, if we can answer any other questions for you on the real estate market, do a market analysis on your home, give us a call, and we'd love to help.